Oh, landmines and jellyfish. Welcome back to Knives, I guess. And people are buying a lot of olives for Thanksgiving. Why are people buying olives? What are they doing with the olives? They're buying so many. No, seriously, that's like half of what I've been doing all day is just putting olives on the shelf. People are buying a lot of olives, and I don't know why, and I'm scared. But I just got Amazon in, and we got a QSP. So we've got the QSP Penguin right here. And yeah, this came in from Amazon. The box was open. Not only was it open, everything was laying out, but it was even set in like this. Like somebody just opened it like this, threw it in the box, and shipped it. So I've got to take a close look at this thing and see if there's some damage, if it's been used. I don't know what. I am irritated, but as long as it's not damaged, we're okay. But let's take a look at what we're holding. And first things first, and most importantly, the pocket clip is tip up, which is the Lord's carry. We have got the blue denim micarta. We got thumb studs, so let's flick the stud. And we got like 3 inches of sheep's foot blade. So the Penguin's been on the list for a while. You know, that thing had a hype train, and unfortunately, I am very tardy to the party. I didn't catch them when they were new, so of course, this won't have the impact it would have had when they first came out, but that's okay. I bought this for me. You guys get the benefit of seeing it on the channel, but I bought it for me. So this thing is in D2, and, you know, I love a good D2 blade. You know, D2 to me is a good steel. It helps keep the cost down of a knife down to below 50 bucks for something with quality materials, good build quality, everything functioning smoothly on it. It does a lot of good. Like, D2 is good for the consumer. You know, if you're out there and you're like really abusing them and putting them through a lot of hard use, D2 might not be for you. But for guys like me, where you're carrying them to do general cutting with, popping tape and opening some boxes, D2 is excellent. That's just my take on it. I know guys are tired of seeing D2 because it's just, you know, the steel, and it went from a high-end tool steel down to, you know, the stock standard budget steel that's above ACR 13. But I like D2. Thought I'd throw that out there. I know we've had the discussions before, but, you know, I like bringing that up. And it's something to talk about in the comments, too. Like, what do you guys feel about D2? You know, what do y'all think about it? But that's besides the besides. So initial first impression of this thing is really good. I'm not seeing any damage. I'm not seeing any dings. I'm not seeing any wear or scratches on it, so I think we're okay. The blue denim micarta. I have wanted some denim micarta for a hot minute, and I've been kind of holding off on that until I bought the Penguin for I don't know what reason. It just seemed like the thing to do. You know, denim micarta doesn't show up all too often, and usually it bumps the price of a knife up a little bit, but it didn't do that on this one. It was a Black Friday deal. I'm not sure exactly what I paid for it. I think it was around 25 bucks. You know, we'll dive more into that when I do my, you know, deeper dive into this thing before I carry it for the week. You know, this is just my initial first impression right out of the box. You're looking at it with me. But, you know, so far this thing feels really good. You know, you guys that have one already know I'm not feeling lock rock, side-to-side blade play. Feels like it is on washers because it's definitely not drop shutty. But, you know, washers don't bother me that much as long as the action is smooth. You know, and with thumb studs, bearings don't matter as much. You know, with a flipper tab, bearings kind of matter. With an axis lock, bearings definitely matter for the most part. But for something like this, bearings don't matter that much to me personally. Let's take a look at our factory edge. We do have copy paper. I didn't prepare this time. It was here from last time. All right, let's go. All right, so I'm going to guess right about 200 on the electronic tester with this. I'm going to start. I'm under the camera, so I'm going to mess some cuts up. That's what we do around here. We keep the property value good and low. But yeah, so it's definitely cutting. It is cutting. It's doing what a knife's supposed to do. Just wanted to get a couple more in there. But, you know, we're going to get the tester out. And, of course, I didn't load up a test clip beforehand. I told you, I don't do prep work. I like to get caught with both my pants down. Which, you know, again, you guys are the reason we have this, and you guys are the reason we can do this with these things, so thank you so much for the support. You know, you guys provide a lot of support for the channel. I am always grateful. I'm always going to be grateful. Even if the channel falls apart eventually, I will still always remember the amount of support that I had from you guys. But let's take a look at this thing. 245. A little higher than expected, but that's still a good serviceable edge. I'm going to try one more test. I want to validate my thoughts on it. I want to be right. Like, and, you know, we can kind of tell, too, like, if there's a lot of heavy wear on one part and not another, there's a good chance that this thing got used and returned, and that's why it got sent to me opened. $212. So no, the edge is pretty consistent. I don't see any major flaws there, anything too alarming. The bevel from the factory looks like it could have been a little bit more even, but you know, it's not the end of the world. It's nothing terrible, nothing we haven't seen before. It's a good, solid budget knife factory edge. I do not think it was handled or used. I think it was just somebody, I guess, checked the box to make sure it was a Penguin and threw it in there. I'm not sure. I probably will message the seller and just ask why and see if I get anything out of that. I don't know, maybe they'll give me some credit or something. But, you know, it's not the end of the world. We got what we came for. We're here with the Penguin, and I finally have one in my hands. You know, I think I'm gonna like it. I think I'm gonna like it. And of course, you guys know we're gonna get our cardboard slayer in. And one thing that I just now noticed that I didn't check for at first, you've got a nice flat grind up into a small flat right here. Your plunge lines are pretty clean. You got your sharpening choil. It looks like I might be able to sharpen this without scrubbing the thumb studs if I maintain control of my stones. I have been struggling with learning how to do that, but one day we'll get it. And of course, I got some knives that you can't sharpen without taking the thumb studs off all the way down to the back. And yeah, I've got to learn how to do that. I told you guys, I'm learning as I go. I am no knifeonomist. I am no expert. I am learning these things as I go. So, this is what just came in. I wanted to give you my first impressions of this and let y'all take a look at it. So here we are. But all that being said, thanks for looking at my crap. Subscribers, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys so much and everything you do for the channel and do for me. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We got giveaways coming up. We got live streams. There's plenty of activities. Please hit the like button. Trying to get this out to more people and help build the channel up. And, you know, I am only just now figuring this out, but hitting that like button really drives the algorithm. I am surprised at just how much of a difference it made. But, yeah, comments, I love some feedback. If you've already got one of these, let everybody know what you think about it. If you're looking forward to me checking this thing out, of course, let me have it. And all that being said, y'all have a nice day.